So my daddy is having a birthday very soon. And he is like your ultimate car guy. Now, I was thinking it might be cool if we could get him a bowl with his favorite car.
You and me, babe. You and me, babe. There's just nothing else like you.
We're ready to go. I'm working with 1.5 pounds of clay here, and I am hoping to get a bowl similar to the size of his favorite bowl. Do not touch Daddy's bowl. That is Daddy's bowl.
The very first time that I brought Superman to meet the parents, Mom made a dish best served in bowls. Tim picked Daddy's bowl before I could stop him. So he got the mean daddy stare. It was difficult, but they have recovered. So we have a bowl that is similar. I measured it and found that this should be thrown to 6.5 inches rim diameter and 4 inches tall.
Look at how nice and centered it is. We brought it up because I don't do bowls all that often. A mug is here. A platter is here. The further out that is, the harder it is to keep it on center. So there's an element of bowls that are easier than mugs because centrifugal force wants to force the clay out in anyway. But there's an element of bowls that is harder because the further out it gets, the more likely it is to wobble and get all wonky. Ooh, a pretty good looking bowl. Just saying.
And yet sometimes you can throw a perfect piece, then immediately be reminded that clay is as a strong-willed child. And every now and then, they will sacrifice themselves for no other reason than to say the exact same thing their own way.
I think this is the one. Sometimes you gotta throw 4 before you get the one that you want, and that's what happened today.
On my iPad, I created an SVG digital outline of a 68 charger. Then I printed that out on paper so I could try it onto the piece and make sure the perspective is correct.
Any image that you do in a screen print that's going to go on a round form with an angle, specifically with an angle, has to be warped. You can see, you may be able to see here, I printed it out straight on the other side, but that's straight, right? And then this is warped, and it kind of looks cartoony. See how that's at a round right there?
Don't get it? Take a paper cup with writing on it. Cut it open and lay it flat. The writing is actually printed curved.
That looks really good. Now I gotta keep this wet until I can get this screen made and the underglaze transfer finished. That's okay, Daddy, you're worth it.
Not gonna lie, this screen was probably the reason that this did not get finished before his birthday. All because I didn't know how much your squeegee matters when you're making a screen print. But I explained all of that in a different video, so go check that out. Given my experience at this point, I made several copies so that I could pick out the best ones because, as I said, my screen printing ability was subpar. At this point, to finish the transfer, all that was left was to fill in the colors and apply it. This too is detailed in a different video, but quick tip, leave it overnight before you peel it off. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. It's got a few places that I think I can just touch up with a small brush, and it'll be good to go. But oh man, looks so good. He's gonna love it. Unfortunately, I think it may be a little too late to get it out of the glaze firing before his birthday. Looks really good. Looks really, really good. I really am glad that the detail played. Even though I had to come back in with the paintbrush and paint in some of the details. I'm kind of afraid to clear coat it because I'm afraid it'll show all the little idiosyncrasies in the way that I painted it, and that, yeah, where the underglaze does and does not want to be. I decided that since I did not get it finished for his birthday, that I really did want to see what it would look like with a clear coat on it, because I like the glossy finish, but it kind of looks muddy and not pretty. So we're gonna give it another go, and this time we're gonna leave the design raw, and I might do like a green glaze on it, because I'm gonna have to block this out anyway, and I just think that'd be cool. This has been waiting around since August to get finished. But since I didn't finish it for Daddy's birthday, it's gonna be a Christmas present. Sorry, Dad. I made a sticker from clear contact paper, or shelf paper, out of the outline of that digital file. And then I also glazed the interior of the bowl. I don't really have enough glaze to trust dipping it into the bucket. But the other thing is, I can't really hold on to it because it's kind of too big for my hands. So I'm going to have to decant it. I've already done this once. It was not pretty. It
was not pretty at all. So we're gonna try again, and it's gonna be pretty this time. I found that auto detailing tape gave me enough grip around the bottom to hold the piece. With that solved, I moved on to decanting the glaze into a small plastic bowl set inside a larger bowl, just in case the first bowl overflowed when I dipped. That's important. Ask me how I know. Okay, now the charger needs touching up again. I need to clean the glaze off here where it bled underneath the sticker that I put to mask it. And there's places all over in the tire down here where the blacks and the grays came off on the back of the sticker. That's not dirt. That's underglaze. Well, some of it's dirt, but a lot of it is underglaze. May not have happened if I had used wax, but Emily and wax are not a real trustworthy team, if you know what I'm saying.
So to give you an idea about how much Daddy's bowl is his, and his alone, when my sister first saw this, she immediately measured it against Daddy's bowl. Then she complimented me on how well I did. Woo!
There it is. I've got to be completely honest, I'm afraid to touch it. I knocked a piece of the rim glaze off as I was spray starching it so that none of the rim glaze would fall off. I think it patched pretty well. I can't really see any reason why I shouldn't move forward. Plus, that was a lot. I certainly did not think that I would still be working on Daddy's birthday present at Christmas. But here we are, practically a half a year later, and there it is. And it looks great. I have no complaints. I will say that I matched the color of the car to the bisque fired underglaze, and I wish that it looked a little bit smoother than that. Art for art's sake, it's fine. Art to give to my daddy, I kind of wish it looked a little better. But you know, you do what you can. It's all a learning experience. I think he'll love it.
So I leave you with my favorite of Daddy's mantras. If somebody else can do it, so can I. It has always served me well in situations like these.
Not transferring. Bail. But at the end of the day, I will still be able to eat out of it. Glaze. Everywhere. Everywhere. I hope you like it, Daddy. You can use this one for every day, and this one can when company comes over.
And Daddy, if you ever want another one, just call out my name. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you gotta do is call. Have a great week, everybody. Thanks for coming.